Good morning, children. Today we will learn about the world of animals, Class 5, Lesson 1. So, what do we learn in this chapter? So, there are certain parts where we can learn habitat of animal, body covering of animal, breathing organ of animal, movement of animal from one place to another, migration of animal, and also feeding habits of animals. So now let me start with habitat. What do you mean by habitat? Habitat means a place where animal lives and grows is called habitat. For example, we are born in a house and we grow up also in the house. Why? Because there are so many facilities in the house which will help us to live and grow. For example, we will get food facility in our house, water facility, shelter, and also fresh air, so that all these factors will influence us to grow and live in the home. Likewise, the animals will also love to have those kind of facilities in the environment. They choose to live in one or the other places. You all know, right? Some animals live on land, some animals live in water, and some live in both water and land. So now let us see where are the animals will live and what are the factors which influence them to be stay in a good condition in the habitat. Now, coming to habitat, so there are 5 major types of habitat. If you look into your book, it says habitat here. So what do you mean by habitat? As I told you, it is the place where animal live and grow is called, naturally is called habitat. In habitat there are 5 types of habitats. First comes forest. Can you see here forest? So first one is forest. So what is forest? So we all know what lives in forest. It is wild animals which lives in forest. Wild animals like lion, elephant, cheetah, deer, everything will live in forest. Forest is an area which is covered densely with plants and trees. You can see variety of plants and variety of trees. So you can see in this picture there are so many deers grazing, and also so variety of trees and plants here. And next type, so here in this forest so many animals are lived, so it creates shelter to many animals and also small insects and also small animals like rabbit and insects like snake and reptiles, so many things. Okay, next coming to the next part, that is desert. So what is desert? So what is desert? Desert is a area which is covered with sand, dry area covered with sand. Can you see in the picture? In this picture, we cannot see any kind of trees and plants. Only sand is what is visible. It is very dry region where only sand can be seen everywhere. We cannot grow trees or plants in the sand. And the animals which lives in desert are camel, scorpion and desert tortoise. So many animals like this will live here. And deserts receives very less rainfall. So this, we know, right? In the summer, if it is a summer, we sweat a lot and there is a lot of water loss from our body. So what happens? Obviously we feel tired. What about the animals which lives in desert? Do they not get tired? Yes they do. But the skin of these animals will be very thick, which avoids water loss from their body. The skin of these animals will be very thick, which avoids water loss from the body. So it will not feel tired. Okay. Then coming to next one, that is polar region. What is polar region? Polar region is a region which is covered with ice and snow. In this, on the earth, there are 2 poles, that is North Pole and South Pole. So those 2 areas are covered with snow and ice. Can you see in the picture? The penguins are here, and backside of the penguins, the area which is covered with snow and ice. There are many animals which live in this area, like penguin, polar bear, walrus, and so many other animals will live here. So if you go to a hill station or during winter, you feel very cold and you start shivering, right? But what happened to these animals which live in that location? Do they shiver? How can they stay there? So the one main advantage of this and these animals are, it has a fur like skin on their body which avoids the cold, which prevents them to be cold, and it helps them to be warm inside. The fur, have you felt the fur? It will be like your blanket. If we get inside the blanket, we feel very warm, no? In the same way, penguins and all the animals which live there has a fur like body which helps them to keep them warm. And next comes ocean. What is ocean? Have you ever tasted a beach water? It is very salty, no? So ocean water is a saline water. Saline means salt. So saline water which will be very salty, and many animals live there. They have got used to the saline water. Many animals like octopus, whale, shark, dolphin will live in ocean. And coming to next one, that is fresh water. What do you mean by fresh water? Fresh water is the water which is collected from rainfall. Ponds, lakes and rivers will fill with the rainwater, and that will not be salty water. And we humans use that for drinking purpose also. Many animals will live in fresh water, like if you see in the picture, duck, swan, frog, fishes. So many fishes will live in fresh water. Okay. So these are the types of habitats. First one is forest. Second one is desert. Third one is polar region. Fourth one is ocean, and fifth one is freshwater. So all these areas the animals will live. So these will become their homes, and they love to live and grow in that place. So I want you all to do this activity of quick recall. They have given the game animal names and write the habitat which they live in. Do this activity, and I will do the next part in the coming classes. Okay, thank you. Bye.